Welcome to my channel World of Forensics. Today we are going to discuss about security printing on different types of documents. Introduction. So what is security printing? Security printing is a branch of cybersecurity that comprises printing jobs that follows industry standards to prevent tampering and forgery of printed information. Here, special types of techniques are used to create documents so that they can be resisted from counterfeiting or forgery. By those features of printing, we can identify whether the document is genuine or forged one. So, security printings are done on many types of items like the bank notes, passports, currency notes, checks, security stamps, certificates, stamps, and in all these, the security printing is done to prevent its forgery and using this printing we can identify whether that document is the original or forged one. The various types of security printing. There are various methods that are used in the process of security printing. It includes files, various types of inks, image clip, concealed images, CLR images, microtext and nanotext, holograms, fixed colors, registered watermarks, paper watermarks, etc. Files. The usage of the files in a document makes it easy to identify the original document from the counterfeit ones. These files are present and they help to identify as these files have some color changing inks, so they may change the color when they are held at different angles. The original documents have metallic color and copied ones will have black images due to file blocking. So when a document is copied from the original one, then the file will have black colored images due to file blocking. And in the original one, they have metallic color, which helps it to distinguish from the forged. Another type of security feature is ink. So security inks are essential part and of the security feature which are used in printing. So there are various types of inks and each ink has their own specific characters which makes it different and important. The first is the UV ink. These UV inks are basically invisible to naked eyes and visible only under ultraviolet light. So if any document has anything written on it with UV ink, then that cannot be visible to a person under naked eye. Only it is visible when they are placed under ultraviolet light. And our currency notes has these type of security features, and also our these important documents have this UV ink used in it, and only visible under UV light, and which makes uh, the security feature of that document. Then comes the second one, that is the fugitive ink. These inks are used to prevent any document from tampering using water or water-based solution. Here, these inks fades or disappear under specific conditions. They are designated in such way and designed in such a way that it fades under specific conditions. There are some inks which fade when the temperature is very high, like this. This inks blurs when water is applied on the ink. So whenever any water is put on that ink, it blurs and fades away. The third one, that is thermochromic ink. It is sensitive to temperature, as I was telling in the fugitive ink. It's not that. If, thermochromic ink is the one which are changed or the ink is damaged under temperature and it disappears. And then again it may be reappeared when it is subjected to a certain temperature range. Whereas thermochromic inks are specifically developed for particular temperature ranges. So these types of thermochromic inks have temperature range in between which they remains intact or same. And whenever the temperature increases or decreases of that level, that specific range, there the changes may occur in the thing that is written using the thermochromic. So these thermochromic inks are used in the holograms. The fourth one, that is solvent sensitive. These inks are used to identify forgery or tamper data, as the ink smudges or changes color when treated with solvents. So these inks are sensitive to solvent, as the name suggests. So whenever a solvent is put on that ink, then that ink smudges or changes its color, which leads to the identification that there is any forgery done to that document. Image flip. Image flip is a security printing feature that uses two or three dimensional holograms to display different images when viewed from different angles. When the angle is changed, the image is also changed. It is noted in currency modes. Uh, but image, not the image, the writing is changed at different angles, and it becomes a different another word when viewed from one angle, and when viewed from the other angle it is we, we can visualize a different writing or other notable visual effects in that. Console images. So this console images means these images remain hidden within the document and are visible when they are held at particular angles. And these console images are very difficult to replicate on a forged document. And so they act as a security feature and helps to identify the forged document from the original ones, which contains these console images. But these console images are not visible to naked eyes. So there are various procedures like the holding of the document at an angle, which makes it visible. So like CLR image. The CLR image stands for Convert Laser Readable Image. When a device is used to verify the authenticity of a hologram, uh, which contains hidden images, and only under the laser device the image becomes readable. Basically, there are two types of CLR images. One is the dynamic CLR image, other one is the multigrade CLR image. In dynamic CLR image, it uses fragments that the laser produce animated screen images when a control device moves along the hologram surface. That is, it produces the image when a laser light is moved controlling along the hologram surface. Then only the image becomes visible. And multigrade cellular image produces specific images on the screen on the control device. It only produces specific images, not uh, specific images at specific uh, angles of the light. The microtext and the nanotext. This both micro and nanotext refers to small writing in very small size which are almost invisible to our naked eyes, as they varies from of a size of 50 to 150 microns and are only visible under microscope or also under specific kind of lights which makes them visible under microscope. And these makes a document or also currency note uh, secure based on their text feature. Holograms. Holograms are most effective way to secure a document. The holograms are categorized into four types. The first is the 2D hologram. It's a flat 2D image which changes color when viewed at specific angles. Second, the 3D hologram, which has depth with different design layers. The third one, the 2 or 3D, a combination of both 2D and 3D holograms, which has both the features of 2D and 3D. That is, when viewed from specific angle, it changes the color and have a depth as like the 3D. The dot matrix. They're quite similar to the 2D, but with additional complex details like they have microtext, nanotext, which are not visible with naked eye but are visible at specific angles or under microscope on specific angles. Fixed colors. So the holograms that are present on a document have specific types of fixed colors, which prevent them from being duplicated uh, from one document to another and prevents from being counterfeit. The fixed colors used to design allow retention of corporate colors which are visible when holograms are viewed from specific angles. So if it is known that hologram of this place or this particular document is of this color and this nature, then when it will be easier if there is any change in the color of the hologram to identify that there's which helps us to identify that the hologram of that document is counterfeit. So there is need of specific colors of specific holograms. Registered images. The registered images are security printing method that involves using a specific or fixed image for a logo or picture in a hologram. The International Hologram Manufacturers Association has established security images called the Security Image Register, which helps to support the usage of registered images or security printing. So the SI Security Image Register helps to fight the helps to fight the fraud by improving the security and copyright and safeguarding the copyright of that hologram. Paper watermarks. The watermark is a recognizable image or pattern that is embedded in a paper physically or by digital in a document, which helps to identify the owner and prevent unauthorized duplication of that document. The watermarks are embedded in the paper and are visible to our naked eyes as, as a light printing. And these printings makes the document authentic. Uh, it prevents the fraud uh, by authenticating the documents. The watermarks are usually off-white as most paper manufacturers use optical brightening agents to make the paper look whiter. But the watermarks makes the paper uh, less whiter than the original as they are already embedded in the paper. These watermarks are printed on the paper beforehand um, and they are embedded in the fibers of the paper. Stamp papers, bond papers have watermarks on the paper and this makes these papers authentic. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more videos on forensic science. And please place the like button if you like my